Hi, my name is David Fleming from Disciples United. In this series, Faith in Action, we're studying Hebrews chapter 11 that tells us about people throughout the Bible that are commended for their faith. Today, we're going to be talking about the faith of Noah. Let me read to you Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7 that tells us about it. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not yet seen, in holy fear, built an ark to save his family. By his faith, he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness that is in keeping with faith. Let me tell you, Noah's faith is truly extraordinary. He lived at a time when people were so corrupt and evil that the Bible tells us in Genesis chapter 6, verse 5, that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Let me tell you, my friends, this eventually led to the Lord to decide to send a flood over the entire earth that wiped out all of humanity, except for Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. Let me read to you Genesis chapter 6, verses 9 through 15, that tells us about Noah and the time at which he lived. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I'm going to send an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. So this was no small boat. This was like a cruise ship. Now, what makes this so extraordinary is that up until the time of Noah, there had never been any rain. All the vegetation of the earth was watered by a mist from the earth. We read about it in Genesis chapter 2, verse 6, that tells us, but streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. So when God told Noah to build an ark, there had not yet been any rain. And so for Noah just to obey without ever seeing rain or definitely not ever seeing a boat like this ark that God was telling him to build, his faith was extraordinary. And why? Because he truly loved the Lord, he trusted the Lord, and he feared the Lord. He knew that God was going to fulfill his word. This faith not only motivated Noah to build this ark, and this boat was no easy task. By piecing together the verses, it seems like it took him over 100 years to build this ark. And so Noah's faith was tested, but it was proven. And thank God, it led him to obedience. And that's exactly where our faith must lead us. Faith is always tied to obedience. And in Noah's case, it saved his life and thus saved us also. My friends, it's time for us to take our faith in Jesus very seriously, because when the Lord speaks to us, it's time for us to obey. That's what faith does. But there's so much more to learn about our faith walk with Jesus. So join with me tomorrow and we'll learn some more. See you then.